watching this video.
What is fire? Fire starts when a flammable and a combustible material with an adequate supply of oxygen or another oxidizer is subjected to enough heat. For a fire to exist, it requires three elements to be in place. This is known as the fire triangle.
The fire triangle or the combustion triangle are the three components needed to ignite and sustain the fire. The three ingredients of fire triangle are heat, fuel, and oxygen.
Fires have been classified into four groups: the A, B, C, D, or K and E. What are these classifications are? Let's find out.
So first is the class A, where is the fire involves ordinary combustibles such as paper, trash, some plastics, wood, and cloth.
Class B, fires involving flammable gases or liquids such as propane, oil, and gasoline.
Class C, fires involving energized electrical components.
Class D, fires involving metal. A rule of thumb is if the name of the metal ends with the letter U-M.
Class K, fires involving vegetable or animal cooking oils or fats, common cooking operations using deep fat fryers, and the last one is E, whereas fires involving live electrical apparatus.
How do you eliminate fire?
You can eliminate the fire by cooling, smoldering, starving, or by interrupting the combustion progress to eliminate or extinguish the fire.
How will you reduce the risk of heating-related fires? Here are some steps.
A heater needs space: paper, matches, bedding, furniture, clothing, carpet, and drugs at least 3 feet away from the heating equipment.
If you most use space heater, place it in a level, hard and non-flammable surface, not on rugs, carpets, or your bedding or drapes. Plug power cords directly into an outlet, never into an extension cord.
Never leave a fire in the fireplace unattended, and use a glass or metal fire screen to keep fire and embers in the fireplace.
Turn off portable space heaters every time you leave the room or go to sleep. Never use cooking range or oven to heat your home.
How you protect yourself and your loved ones from fire? These are just a few of the things that I'll mention to protect ourselves from fire hazard.
Create and practice a fire escape plan. Include 2 ways out of every room. Pick a spot to meet outside. Practice the plan at least twice a year with everyone in your household.
Install and maintain smoke alarms. Place smoke alarms on every level of your home, including inside and outside bedrooms. Cooking is the most common reason for the house fire. What should you do to prevent this from happening? Pay attention to what you are cooking. If you leave the room, turn off the stove. Don't cook if you are sleepy or impaired.
To reduce your chance by cooking fire, keep flammable items away from the heat source, keep flammable cleaners away from the heat source, clean your stovetop frequently to avoid grease buildup, and never put water on the grease fire because pouring water can cause the oil to splash and spread the fire even worse.
What should you do if you are in fire? First, stop, drop, cover, and roll. Second, smother the flames with a blanket. And last, move away from the heat source.
What is fire extinguisher? A fire extinguisher is an active fire protection device used to extinguish or control small fires, often in an emergency situation.
When using the fire extinguishers, always remember the PASS. P-A-S-S. These 4 basic steps are: pull the pin on the extinguisher, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and sweep at the fire, moving from side to side.
Safety precautions to avoid fire. What should we do?
Blow out candles before leaving the room.
Keep candles at least 12 inches away from the things that can burn easily, such as bedding, curtains, or clothings.
Always check the kitchen before going to bed or leaving the home to make sure all stoves, ovens, and small appliances are turned off.
Keep matches, lighters, and other ignitable substances in a secure location, out of the reach of the children, and only use lighters with children-resistant features. What to do before a fire? If you're a tenant, test your evacuation plan with your landlords and neighbors. If you live in a high-rise building, know how to evacuate the building. Use the stairs instead of the elevator. Make sure everyone knows where the fire extinguishers are kept. Stock firewood far away from your home and other buildings. Gather and clear the items around the house that are potentially flammable, including dead vegetation, leaves, and debris. Store flammable and combustible materials in safety containers away from the home. Store flammable or combustible materials in an approved container, and keep all important papers in a fireproof container or copies elsewhere. Install smoke detection systems. Increase safety, significantly reduce damages, and maximize fire control efforts.
What to do during fire? If your clothes catch on fire, you should stop, drop, and roll until the fire is extinguished. Running makes the fire burn faster. To keep the fire, you should check the door before you open it. If the door is shut, do not open it. Try to open other doors or windows. If the door is cool, open it slowly and ensure for the fire and smoke that is not blocking into your escape route. Crawl low under any smoke to your exit heavy smoke and poisonous gases peek first along the ceiling. Close doors behind as you escape to delay the spread of the fire. Yell fire several times and go out right away. If you live in a building with elevator, use the stair. Leave all the things where they are and save yourself. If you're trapped in a fire, what should you do? If in a room, seal all vents, doors with duct tape and towels to prevent the fire from entering the room. As many doors as possible between you and the fire. Open the window at the top to bottom so fresh air can enter. Be ready to close the window immediately if it draws smoke outside. Be prepared to signal someone outside. If forced to advance through flames, hold your breath, cover your head and hair, peel your head down, and close your eyes as possible.
What to do after a fire? Stay out of fire-damaged homes until local fire authorities say it is safe to re-enter. People and animals that are seriously injured or burned should be transported to professional, medical, or veterinary help immediately. Remove things that may cause additional harm, like broken glasses or shattered pieces of wood, etc. And ensure that fire department inspects your home or the fire site. If your home was damaged from a wildfire, you may be able to apply for assistance through FEMA or FEMA. Fire can be our enemy when triggered, but it can our friend when we apply those precautions and be optimistic.
Therefore, fire has two effects. It can be a positive and negative effect. In positive effect, fire is the one who helps us to cook our food and give light to our homes. The negative effect of fire can cause burning of houses, injury, and it can cause death. We already know what is fire hazards and its effects. How these lessons may help you in the future. Who's gonna save our lives? Us and the knowledge that stirs in our mind.